Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
Glue Doctor Radio is on the air. You're listening to another edition of Ask the Glue Doctor, the podcast that talks about all things adhesive from the experts in adhesives known worldwide, Ellsworth Adhesives. We're broadcasting from our world headquarters in Germantown, Wisconsin, and on behalf of everyone here at Ellsworth, I'd like to welcome you to today's program. I'm your host, Lance Brown. Hey, this is our first podcast of 2009. We've got a great topic for you. It's saving time, money, and resources with custom adhesive and chemical packaging. And our guest is Terry Stringer. Terry's a national sales manager for Kit Packers and Ellsworth Adhesives Company. Hey, Terry, thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Lance. Good to be here.
All right, Terry, just fire up your microphone over there and let's get started.
Okay.
Well, first of all, let me ask you, when did repackaging emerge as an option for adhesive and sealant applications?
Repackaging first became visible in aerospace and industrial production lines in the 1970s. The number of formats available then was very limited. Kit Packers was actually founded in the early 70s and was purchased by Ellsworth Adhesives in 1984.
Terry, when is it practical for a manufacturer to consider the use of special packaging?
It becomes a good option anytime that a one or two component material application process is creating an inefficient or potentially dangerous situation in a production area. Also, depending on the volume, special packaging can be a great alternative to dispensing bulk materials with expensive high-maintenance pumping equipment.
Well, what advantages and benefits are associated with special packaging?
There are numerous benefits. The package can be selected specifically for the material, job size, and other characteristics of the application. The results are a cleaner, safer work area, dollar savings because material waste is greatly reduced, improved quality due to accurate mix ratios, ease and accuracy of dispensing. Special packaging processes are operator-friendly. They also improve quality, safety, and often help the bottom line.
Terry, what are some of the typical products that are being repackaged?
One-component products include sealants, primers, greases, lubricants, and coatings. Two-component products include epoxies, urethanes, silicones, polysulfides, and acrylics. These are the most common, but there are others as well.
Well, can you tell us what are the various package formats and sizes associated with one-component products?
There are several. Plastic cartridges from 2.5 to 32 ounces. Plastic syringes are used. They come from 1 cc to 60 cc's. Metal cans from a quarter pint all the way up to a 55-gallon drum. Glass bottles from a dram to a gallon. Plastic bottles and pails from 7 ml to 5 gallon. There are also monopacks or single-component pouches. They range from 1 to 200 milliliters. Plastic and aluminum tubes from a quarter ounce to 8 ounces, and also plastic jars from a quarter ounce to 32 ounces.
All right, Terry, let's talk about two-component products. What are the various package formats and sizes associated with them?
The most popular are the side-by-side cartridges. They range from a 50 ml to 1500 ml. There are several manufacturers of these products, including Ta, Sulzer, Ratiopac, and Mixpac. There are also manual dual syringes ranging from 4 ml up to 30 ml. The Tech Kits or Sem Kits from 2.5 ounce to 20 ounce. There are twin packs or two-component pouches. They range from 2 mils to 180 mils. Pre-mixed and frozen containers from 1 cc to gallons, and also the traditional pint, quart, and gallon kits with pre-measured amounts of Part A and B.
Terry, I'd like to talk about the pre-mixed and frozen process. When is it a good choice?
Pre-mixed and frozen, often referred to as PMF, is a blending of a two-component resin system, which is precisely weighed, mixed, degassed, and then packaged into a syringe or a cartridge. It is then flash frozen. The pre-mixed and frozen product is shipped on dry ice and must be stored in a minus 40 degrees Celsius freezer. Once thawed, it provides the user the ultimate in precision dispensing. It is a good choice when small beads or dots of product need to be accurately applied. This is usually done with micro air dispensers or fully automated XYZ equipment. When the product comes back to room temperature, it is then dispensed and it cures according to the original characteristics.
Terry, what equipment is needed to utilize special packaging?
There are a variety of manual and pneumatic guns. There are also pneumatic benchtop units. Some processes utilize robots and other automated equipment. Some package formats do not require any equipment. The nice thing is, no matter what equipment is required, the big advantage with special packaging is that the material being dispensed does not come in direct contact with the equipment. Therefore, it greatly reduces cleanup and equipment maintenance.
Terry, other than manufacturing processes, where else does Kit Packers have a demand for their special packaging?
Field kits are a perfect candidate for our packaging services. We can not only provide the appropriate package, but also auxiliary items such as gloves, mix sticks, brushes, cleanup solvent, and any required instructions for use. Another area that comes to mind is private labeling. Kit Packers performs this service for a number of manufacturers and distributors.
Can you tell us what other noteworthy services Kit Packers provides?
In addition to being experts in labeling, hazardous shipping, documentation, and certification, there are several that make Kit Packers rather unique in our industry.
Such as?
Well, custom modification through our affiliation with our sister company, Resin Lab. We are able to modify products before packaging them. Examples of this would be changing the product color, modifying the thickness or viscosity, adding spacer beads. These types of modifications we do every day.
Any other services?
Testing. We've really beefed up our testing capacity. We have on-site laboratory services and several chemists on our staff. We started out doing more testing for ourselves, and we found that customers had a demand for us also to do testing for them. We do some contract potting and assembly services. This is usually geared toward development and prototype runs. Customers who have used the Kit Packers Resin Lab services for both packaging and materials trust us to actually build parts for them at the conceptual stages until it becomes a bigger production, and then they bring it in-house.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about Kit Packers?
Well, Kit Packers is an innovative company, and we look for new opportunities and look for unique opportunities, things that possibly we or other companies have not done before. And when we pursue and succeed in such opportunities, it's something else that we can bring to the marketplace and to our customers.
Terry, thanks for coming down and chatting with us today. We really appreciate your time.
My pleasure, Lance. Thanks very much.
Well, that about wraps it up for today's podcast. But as always, thanks once again for taking the time to download us. We know there are a million ways out there on the web for you to spend your time, so we always appreciate it when you take the time to download our podcast and learn a little bit more about adhesives. And as always, if you have a question or a topic you'd like to suggest for one of our podcasts, please send it over to GlueDocBlog. That's GlueDocBlog at Ellsworth.com. And if we use your question or your suggestion for a topic, you'll be getting one of our legendary Glue Doctor bobbleheads. And don't forget, if you have more questions about custom adhesive packaging, visit www.kitpackers.com for more information. And if you have any more questions about the right adhesive for your application, chat live with the Glue Doctor at www.ellsworth.com. So from all of us here at Ellsworth, thanks again for downloading us. We'll be talking to you real soon. I'm Lance Brown. Take care and have a great day.